Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1970 Seattle Pilots what-if scenario. Today's matchup is between the Seattle Pilots and the Detroit Tigers at Tigers Stadium. On the mound for the Pilots today is Ron Locke, whose record is 6-4 with a 3.40 ERA, and pitching for the Tigers is Gary Ignasiak, whose record is 14-17 with a 5.05 ERA. Okay, we've won 3 in a row. I mean, this is not what we need. I love to win. I prefer to win, but this 3-game losing streak couldn't have come at the worst time. We know now that we are going to do no worse than the fifth worst record in baseball. So that's where we're trending. We have one more game to wrap up versus the Tigers, and then we head home for the final homestand of the year, a 3-game series versus the Indians. And then that will wrap up the year. In a separate video at the end of the season, we will have one large video which will encompass the entire playoff series and the free agency period. And that will wrap up the 1970 season. And then you won't see us again until we come back in the fall to start the 1971 season. In the interim, we have the 1985 Detroit Tigers season replay. We've already done the American League East and West division preview videos. Yesterday, I did the National League East division preview. And then today, after this ball game, much later on tonight, in fact, I'll have the National League West video up. And then tomorrow, after tomorrow's game 1 versus the Indians, we will go and play the entire spring training for the Tigers series to see what players may have gotten injured in spring training, any trades that other teams might be making, any free agents that have been need to be signed. And there are still some pretty decent free agents out there in that 85 Tigers series. In fact, we might be going after one of them. It'll all depend, I suppose, on how things go in spring training, and of course the price. So stay tuned for that. And we, of course, are giving away the final giveaway of the season. Here is the duck race. As it looks right now, we have 11 contestants, and we are giving away some really great prizes. As you already know, the 1969 Topps Aurelio Rodriguez error card, in which the photo is actually of the Angels bat boy. That is the 3rd place prize. The 2nd place prize is a Boog Powell autograph card from 2012. Boog Powell was the 1970 American League MVP. And so that is the 2nd place prize. And then finally, yesterday, I announced the grand prize, which is an amazing piece of memorabilia. It is a 2018 Panini Diamond Kings Diamond Cut signature card of Bobby Thompson, the shot heard round the world, his autograph on a piece of his own actual check. I did make a mistake. I thought it was 19 out of 79. It's actually 10 out of 25. I don't know how I made that mistake, but there's only 25 of those cards made, not 79 of them. So it's extremely rare, a really amazing piece of memorabilia, and I hope everyone's excited about that. And so far we have 11 contestants with just 3 games to go. Today's game and the next 2 games are the last 3 days that you'll be able to get in on this giveaway. Just be a subscriber. Let me know in the comments that you want to get in. That's all you got to do, and I will add you to the duck race. We do have 11 contestants so far, and let me just give you the rundown of who they are from the top to bottom here. We got Ethan P., we got Freddie C., we got John M., Dave at Not Your Status Quo, Don T., Lying Dog, Shane M., Julio L., this is Lance B., Thomas D., and Al B. Those are the 11 so far. If by some chance we can get 9 more participants by the end of the time frame, I will add a 4th place prize. It's not looking good right now, but we have had 7 new subscribers in the last 10 days. So if you're a new subscriber and you're seeing this video, you can get in on it. Just let me know that you want to get in the comments, and I will get you added to the duck race list. Okay, y'all, let's get started with the final game of this series. It's 2 lefties facing each other. We haven't had that happen often in the season because we've not really used any left-handers, only in emergency situations. I do not like left-handed starters, but Ron Locke has been acceptable in this short season role. Now, the current Tiger lineup is batting only .200 against him. And that's in 23 plate appearances. And I'm also guessing that's lefty versus lefty scenarios. All the bullpen is available today, if we need it. And we might. And then Gary Ignasiak is a lefty, and so we have our lineup versus lefties. I'm trying to keep all the best players in there. The only difference today is Van Kelly will sit, and Gary Sutherland will get the start at second base. And we've got Jerry DaVanon with an 8-game hitting streak right now. That might be the longest this season, which is why I keep showing that on the title card. Let's do the official lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in center field is Tommie AGEE. Batting second at second base is Gary Sutherland. Batting third at in right field is Joe Pepitone. Batting cleanup at first base is Deron Johnson. Batting fifth in left field is Jose CRUZ. Batting sixth at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting seventh is the catcher, Manny. And batting eighth at short is Jerry DaVanon. There he is. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Ron Locke. Okay, Gary Ignasiak, he is the Tigers' ace, making his 37th start of the year, final start, I would imagine. He is 14-17 with a 5.05 ERA, 162 walks versus 169 strikeouts. Opponents are batting .249 against him, 6 complete games, and 1 shutout. His fastball tops out at 92 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 44.8%. He has 3 pitches in his arsenal, and they're all above league average. The fastball's a 93, the changeup's an 85, the sidearm curve is also an 83. Overall rated a 90 with a peak of a 95. The 21-year-old lefty is arbitration eligible next year. Now, it looked like he was on the right track, winning 3 of 4, and then he lost his last 2 starts, going 7 innings in both of those. He gave up 5 runs against California, walking 5, striking out 7. If we go back to his last start versus the Pilots, which was September 1st, he went 7 innings, giving up 3 runs on 9 hits. He walked 2, he struck out 4, and he did get tagged for the loss. Here's the Tigers' defense for today. Corner outfielders. Hey, finally, we get Willie HORTON out there in left field, and KALINE in right. Thank you. Please get more of those guys in the lineup. Chuck Scrivener is going to be at shortstop, and the catcher is Hector VALLE, a September call-up, getting a shot. Oh, what was his arm? Just below league average at 79. Interesting. So this is an all-righty lineup for the Tigers. That's interesting. Okay, so there's the defense, and we are ready to go. Only 4 games, including today. Tommie AGEE leading it off. AGEE had a killer day yesterday. He had 2 triples and a stolen base. Popping it up into foul ground at Tiger Stadium. There's 1 down. Next man up is Gary Sutherland. We've watched his overall average plummet, and you can see he's 3 for 16 and 4 walks against Ignasiak. He gets some good wood on it, but it's a cavern in center field as he flies out to center. Ron Woods making the catch. 2 down. Lefty on lefty with Pepitone. And he also flies out to deep center field. A 1-2-3 inning for Gary Ignasiak. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Tigers. Batting leadoff at second base is Robert GILHOOLEY. Batting second in center field is Ron Woods. Batting third in left field is Willie Horton. Batting cleanup playing first base is John Ellis. Batting fifth in right field is Mr. Tiger, Al KALINE. Batting sixth at shortstop is Chuck Scrivener. Batting seventh at third base is Don WERT. Batting eighth and catching is Hector VALLE. And batting ninth is the pitcher Gary Ignasiak. Okay, we'll take a look at Ron Locke. I don't think he had a good start last time out. This will be his eighth and final start of the year. He's 6-4 with a 3.40 ERA. Same amount of walks as strikeouts. Opponents are batting 208 against him, no complete games. His fastball tops out at 88 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 41%. The fastball is his out pitch, rated in 81. That's the only pitch he has above league average. Overall rated an 80. The 28-year-old lefty is arbitration eligible at the end of the 71 season. I don't think we're going to let him go very long with a lineup that is all righties. He may not last that long, but we could go to a long relief lefty and maybe get him to get us 3 or 4 innings. But Ron Locke will make the start. You'll see that he took a loss, giving up 4 runs. Only 1 was earned against the Yankees. Okay, let's take a look at our defense. You know it's good. The only position below league average is Sutherland. And behind the plate is Manny Sanguillen. Here we go, Robert GILHOOLEY leading it off versus Ron Locke. And Locke strikes him out of a screwball down and away. That's a good start to the ball game. 1 out. Next man up is Ron Woods. A comebacker to Locke. He gets the speedy Woods at first. 2 quick outs, and here's Willie Horton batting .343 versus lefties. I'm guessing that he doesn't get into games here because of his defensive rating being at 78. He should not be in a platoon, and on any other team he might not be. Good job by Locke with a 3-1 count, jamming him inside. And Rollins will make the catch, so a 1-2-3 inning for Locke. We go to the top of the second, and here's Deron Johnson leading off. He's been sitting on 33 home runs. Seems like a while, but it hasn't been. It's only been 6 games. He does have 6 home runs in his last 20. And he leads the team in RBI with 92. He gets plunked in the lower leg. That will slow him down because he's already slow. Runner on first for Jose Cruz. We drop Cruz down into the number 5 spot. I like to see him drive in more runs next year, especially if he stays doing what he's doing this year. Here he lines out to center. 1 out. We'll hit and run with Rich Rawl. Almost a guaranteed double play if we don't. Lines it to right. 2 down for Manny Sanguillen, who will just swing away. And he doesn't even bother. That's not great. We go to the bottom of the second. No score, and John Ellis will lead it off. He's a cleanup hitter today. Normally in the number 3 spot. He gets jammed inside. What happened? An error by the catcher. Wow, Sanguillen has 12 errors now with a .980 fielding percentage. That is not good for a catcher. Despite having great range and WAR, those 12 errors are unacceptable and are about ready to lead to a massive pounding here. Yeah, he killed his own teammate with that error. Oh, Ellis will not go to third on the KALINE single to left. It doesn't make any sense. Here's Chuck Scrivener, the shortstop before Alan Trammell got the job. I mean, really, it was him and Tom Verizon kind of sharing those duties. He pops it up to first. One down. Double play would be nice. Here's Don WERT. 0-1 count. Popping it up. Well, Locke will have a chance to get out of this inning. He's got to get the catcher VALLE, who's 0 for 4. This guy's going to hit a 3-run home run. I mean, something bad has to happen, doesn't it? We could walk him to get to the pitcher. And we're here now. Let's just pitch. Full count. Oh, he strikes him out under the wrists. Good job by Locke. That'll probably be it for him today. He gave us 2 innings. We'll bring in a right-handed reliever. I'm sorry. I think I said left-handed before. But I mean a righty. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. Jerry DaVanon with that 8-game hitting streak leads off the top of the third, and a ground ball to second will put him out. Locke will come out. He gave us 2 innings today. Good job by him. We will pinch hit. Let's get a schlub in there. Let's get this Aaron Pointer guy in there. There's Aaron Pointer. 0 for 1 on the year. I think he's walked and scored a run. 0-2. Oh, that was useless. 1 out. I'm sorry, 2 outs. And Tommie AGEE at the plate. AGEE struggles versus Ignasiak. 4 for 20. Ground ball to second. And that will do it. Okay, so we go to the pen. And we're going to have to bring in a righty. It's going to be Bucky Brandon. What's up, Buck? This guy's been bad. He's never been good. Although he was good in his last inning of work. Let's see how he does here facing all these right-handed bats. We need 2 innings from Bucky today. And he's got to face up the pitcher. So we're giving him a chance to come in, do something positive. There's a ground ball to short. DaVanon making the play. GILHOOLEY does not hit righties well. He does now with a home run. His 6th home run of the season. He does have 85 power. If that means anything, it's 1-0 Detroit. Ron Woods strikes out. And Willie HORTON strikes out. Okay, so we give up a home run, they get 2 strikeouts in return. 1-0, top of the 4th inning. And Gary Sutherland will lead it off. Full count. There's the first walk from a guy that's walked 164 coming into the ballgame. Took 4 innings to get there, which is just dumb. We'll hit and run. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. 1-0 count. Ground ball to second. That will get Sutherland over. And give Deron Johnson a chance to do what he's good at, driving a run. 1-2. Nope. And Jose Cruz. Yeah, so we're going to lose this game. That's okay. We won 3 in a row. We could definitely afford to lose one here. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Let's see if Bucky Brandon can give us a 1-2-3 inning. Oh, fuck no. Oh, no, he does actually get a fly ball. That looked like ball 4 on that screwball. I'm not sure why he was swinging. KALINE strikes out. Bucky Brandon struck out 3 of the last 4 batters. And then a tapper back to the mound. I think Bucky's just earned himself another at-bat. Another inning and an at-bat if he gets to the plate here, which I'm sure they'll make him get to the plate. So we're getting no hit, which is ridiculous, and an error by this. I mean, this is so dumb. You know, actually, let me say this real quick. I think it has to be said. As much as I complain about how stupid this game is, sometimes baseball in real life is just as ridiculous. And opening day was yesterday, and I live here in Arizona. And you may have seen the score yesterday. The Diamondbacks scored 14 runs in the first inning of opening day. That should never have happened, right? Like, if this was Baseball Mogul that happened, I would have lost my friggin' mind, right? And in reality, that happened. And how can you account for that? Stupid shit like that happens all the time in this game. As Rollins goes to third. Like right now, we're going to score the run, but it's going to be unearned. That's the only way we can score against Ignasiak. It won't hurt his ERA. He'll lower it, and we will still score at least one run. It's just that we know all the signs. That's the problem, I guess. We're going to hit and run here as well. I probably should just go on contact, but whatever. That's a tapper back to the mound. Will Rollins score, of course, because he had to. So there's an unearned run and an RBI for DaVANON. So DaVANON still does not have his hit streak alive. Bucky Brandon has earned one more inning. Somebody's got to do it. Can he get a bunt? That's a good bunt to third. SANGUILLEN will advance, so productive. And then AGEE with a 1-0 count gets sawed off. And that'll do it. So we tied it up. Congratulations. It's the bottom third, so I would imagine Brandon can give us one more here. Another error. Come on, man. Obviously, it's an error. Every time that happens, it's an error. So there's another error by our catcher, and now they're going to score more runs. And there's nothing we can do about it. It's already been predetermined. There's a line drive to first. WERT gets back. We'll bring the corners in with the pitcher up. And he gets a bunt down. Another error? Oh, no. An active sacrifice. 2 down. WERT is at second, and GILHOOLEY's already gone deep. Off of it. We'll potentially walk him. Clearly, he's got something against Brandon. And we'll go after Woods, who he struck out the first time he faced. 2-2 count. And a base hit. So the game is 2-1 Detroit. There was nothing I was going to be able to do to make that go away. And there was the end of the game. Oh no. Okay, fuck this game now. Now we can just get it over with. We've got more errors than runs and hits combined. Great job, game. Against the pitcher with a +5 ERA. I mean, there's no point in trying to put a strategy together. It won't let you do it. And we're having all these soft ground balls. It doesn't matter. It's just dumb. Well, we may as well let Brandon go another one. Ground ball to third. I am mad that we're going to lose, but I'm also like, I'd rather just have him hit like 5 home runs. Like all this other stuff is just bullshit. There's the first hit of the year for VALLE. And this will probably be another error. All right. Top of the 7th inning. We're getting one hit, and there's nothing we can do about it. And also 1 walk, right? That's even more bullshit. And there goes Jerry DaVanon's hit streak. It is over. Now we'll just let him pitch to GILHOOLEY. Brandon is tired. All in all, a good performance. He's going to go 5 innings in relief. Well, that hurts. So Brandon gives up 4 runs. Only 2 are earned, thanks to SANGUILLEN and Sutherland. We will take him out. There's nobody we can put in that makes a difference here. We'll put in Greg Pryor. Let's see if we can't get that 0.63 batting average up. You have to get a hit in the majors against a lefty. Yeah, this is all, it's all over. This is going to be a one-hitter from Ignasiak. They're not even going to give us a, even our best hitter against lefties just went over. We're not even going to get a junk run. We just need someone to go one inning. So we'll have Ray Peters come in. I am really looking forward to getting the Tigers season going. That will be a real challenge. I think if you watch the division preview for the American League East, you saw that we're not nearly as good of a team as we were last year. So our odds of repeating are not great. But, you know, I'm a wheeler and a dealer. I'll find a way to at least make it competitive in that one. And we're down to the final one. We actually had more errors than we had runs and hits combined. Oh, now we get the junk. A lefty on lefty hit. We go for two, and he's out. That's the ball game. Okay. Let's take a look at the standings. American League is settled. Oh, so Detroit wins the last one. Chicago continues to win. That's good. So we have the 4th pick. We could have number 3 if we can have Cleveland beat us, maybe 2 of 3 in the final series. This is where it's still interesting. Houston has won 9 in a row and has really not gained a lot of ground here, as the Dodgers are on the verge of winning 100. And the Mets are 1 game back after Philadelphia. New York coughed up the division lead like a month ago, fell way back, and now they've made it interesting. So that's going to be a 3-game sprint. Okay, we'll take a look at headline news. Oh, my allergies. Tigers beat. All right, anything here? Yes, 3 things. Oh, Tommy Helms for Cincinnati is going to be out 50. Well, he's done for the year. I thought it said 7 months. It said 7 weeks. Jim Bibby, oh no. The Mets suffer another injury. I think Bibby was their 4th or 5th starter, and he won't be available until maybe toward the end of next year. We'll take a look at the Mets here in a moment. And then the Phillies lose Jack Fisher until next year. So let's take a look at the Mets and the Phillies rotation. So I can't tell if that made a difference or not. Look at this. They've lost CRUZ, Gentry, and Bibby. I guess John Matlack? Or is Don Cardwell, was he? No, he was already there. John Matlack, he must be the call-up. Well, you could do a lot worse than an 85, couldn't you? Or maybe Cardwell, because of his rating, was the one that got pushed out for Bibby. And with Bibby out, maybe Cardwell goes back into the rotation. Their bullpen looks like they've been swapping people out quite a bit, too. There's Jim McAndrew. Okay, and then what about the Fightins? Yeah, that means Gary Bell, who threw a no-hitter last year, played for us. We sent him to the Phillies, and now he's in the rotation trying to help keep he won't even make a start, will he? Because it's Rick Wise is up next. So it'll be Al Arafo and Chris Short with Lowell Palmer and Gary Bell as the extras. So that doesn't really make a difference for the rest of the season, although it's just interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up that box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. There's no player of the game, but Bucky Brandon, I thought, did a good job in a situation where he had no chance for success. He actually does suffer the loss. He goes 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, 2 were earned. He walked only 1. In fact, as a team, we walked 1. And he struck out 4. He gave up 2 home runs because he had to. And the 3 errors is just bullshit. Our team is so superior to theirs defensively, and yet we make all these errors. And they do too, but it doesn't affect them. So that's just annoying. Okay, that's going to do it. Be a subscriber. Let me know you want to get in on the giveaway, and I will add you to the list. Until later tonight when we do the National League West preview, have a great day.